AM 1400 The Patriot. Reed Byerline with Raymond James is still sitting in with us. Thanks, Reed. This has been a good conversation about what it is to make sure you have your feet under you financially. You're a financial planner, right?
Absolutely.
And to be able to be of some help in the world. And speaking of being able to be of some help with the world, we've invited back our good friend Menachem Kniespeck from Operation Kid Equip. Welcome, Menachem.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, I know you've been real busy. We've been, dealing with the fallout of the floods, right? Reed, speaking of a rainy day fund, right? I mean, there's a reason why you want to have your plans together.
100% for events just like this.
Yeah, so you've been hustling and working and trying to meet the needs of people in this crisis management. I mean, I don't mean to make light of it. It is legitimate crisis management right down to, emergency declarations from the governor and all that kind of stuff.
And this, since our organization's been around in a decade, this has been our first disaster. So while we always stood ready to help in a disaster with school supplies and hygiene and books, we've never had to execute the plan before. Mm-hmm. Yesterday, we had hundreds of kids who came through to get emergency supplies. We did an emergency relief distribution at our center in Clinton Township.
Right.
And these were for families who, they had already started purchasing school supplies. They had already started purchasing clothes. One of the things we have to remember, and if you have kids, the average family spends hundreds of dollars per child just on back to school.
Yeah. Oh, yes, I know. We have 5 kids, and I'm familiar with the concept. But
right. And so, the disaster didn't just impact people in poverty, but for our families living basically paycheck to paycheck or in poverty, this was a bigger disaster than just a flood. And so we stepped up. And we're working, like yesterday we had the one distribution, and now we're trying to identify partners in some of the other communities we're hearing from. We've been hearing from some families in Royal Oak. We've been hearing from families in Dearborn. And just this morning I heard from a family in Oak Park.
Yeah, and it's all over. It's not the stereotypical whatever inner city. I mean, everybody's on the edge. Everybody's in a position, well, not everybody, but lots of people are in a position where, one negative event like this, and it's a big one, really turns the world upside down. Reed, this is why we were talking. It's important to be able to survive and thrive so that you can have an impact in this world, and this is the chance for so many people. I mean, as we're talking about financial planning, part of it really is rainy day fund money, right?
Absolutely.
So there's more to it than just having, my own car payment covered. I mean, what do I have for wiggle room?
Right, and that's where a lot of people, unfortunately, fall short, is that they don't have that wiggle room, that rainy day fund. It's a good thing that Menachem is out there trying to help the people, because this is one time where we really do need to bond together and help each other.
And American Dreamer, that's what I want to talk about. Some of us are more fortunate. We didn't take the hit that some of our neighbors took. Some of us have been in a position where we've been able to get our feet under us a little more solidly in this world than the paycheck to paycheck living that so many of our American neighbors are dealing with every day. And frankly, it's time to step up, Dreamer, and make a difference. Have an impact in your community. OperationKidEquip.org is helping family after family after family through the crisis management of this flood relief and the normal programming. I know, you got a lot of kids.